How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massa Beer Reviews, back with a little bit of itty-bitty low ABV crushers in the form of Marlowe Artisan Ales, eager to share. Yeah, this is a 5.4% American Pale Ale. It's named after my late grandfather. These beers attempt to honor his memory. We believe in balance and all the things that present these beers as such. We hope you enjoy them as an accent to your experience with your friends and family. Yeah. So it's brewed and canned by Marlowe Artisan Ales, North Haven, Connecticut, distributed by 12% Beer Project, which means I'm almost positive that they brew this at 12% Beer Project's brewery, which is I don't want to say, how do I put this? Well, I stumble over my words. It might sound like I have something against 12% Beer Project. I don't. It just seems like their kind of business model when it comes to beers is basically, for those that don't know, they kind of just get a bunch of brewers and they kind of let them kind of brew beers on a system that isn't theirs. It's kind of 12% system. And then those beers get kind of canned and then distributed out in the world. It's just like, if you're a musician or if you're, an athlete, if you're only allowed to practice once a month as opposed to multiple times a month, you're just not going to be as in tune with your equipment, and that's kind of some of the beers that I've gotten from 12% Beer Project. They've been a little hit or miss, and I just assume that's the case. I assume it's like you're not living and growing with your system. It's kind of like you brew on it, and then you don't brew on it, and then you brew on it, and then you don't brew on it, kind of thing. And again, this is me, 100% conjecture on my part, but that diatribe aside, a bunch of people have told me I have to try this. Or let me rephrase that. When I did the unboxing of this, a lot of people are like, if you don't like this beer, I don't know what kind of beer you like, because I hang my hat on low ABV crushers. That's what this is. Let's dive into this sucker, see what she's got. This comes courtesy of my boy Tyler. He sent this off with a box of a whole bunch of stuff. We'll see what's what. We're off to a very hazy start. It comes off very much like Dole pineapple juice in color. Label-wise, not gonna lie to you, probably one of the best labels I've seen come in the 12% Beer Project. I love the art design. Very light. Very. I hate the word artisanal, but I want to use it in the way this actual is drawn. It reminds me of something my wife would use in her yarn fiber company, and it's kind of whimsical and light, which kind of makes sense when it comes to this kind of beer. So I really do dig the art design, and man, that is a thick, soupy but still light. That's a cool trick to pull off. Kind of hazy pale. I mean, rich hazy in color. Like I said, it had that kind of old school kind of aluminum can, tiny little 6-ounce Dole kind of pineapple kind of vibe to her. It's weird because it's got an infinitely creamy top to it. Super creamy, but as you can see in the edges, the bubbles are kind of rocky. I see very deep into the head, so it's kind of a unique looking beer. As I spill stuff everywhere, as I am wont to do from time to time, see if I can get a nose. I mean, it's all the grapefruit. I mean, and that is not placebo effect. It is all the citrus, all the grapefruit, all the pineapple. It's got a nice sweetness to it. I feel like you're going to get a nice kind of rindy, kind of pithy bittering off of it. It smells like a light, fluffy, creamy, but impactful, hazy, itty-bitty crusher. And in a very, very good way. Definitely heavily citrus leaning. Let's just dive in. Cheers. It's delicious. Yeah. Date on this sucker is just a bit over a month old. A week or so. It tastes exactly like I thought it. It tastes exactly like I thought it would based off of the nose. Just gobs and gobs of citrus. I mean, grapefruit leading the way, but you're still getting, a little bit of kind of orange over here, decent amount of pineapple over there. You're getting this kind of nice gamut of citrus. I'm sure there's other stuff kind of going in there, but it really is just overpowering everything else. So it's just citrus on multiple levels. And it even carries over to the way the hops kind of present themselves on the bittering side, because you're actually getting this nice, rich kind of grapefruit, orange, kind of pithy bittering to it. So it kind of balances itself on both ends, and that you're getting that fruit juicy thing that the Haze Boys and Hop Thoughts love so much when it comes to nice big hazies nowadays. But you are getting a nice bittering. It adds a balance to it, adds a little cohesiveness. It's just not all one-sided, but both taste of the same fruit. It's not like a distinctively different kind of thing. Like sometimes I'll get like citrus And it tastes like kind of like orange soda, but then it has this kind of like zesty kind of pithiness to it, or vice versa. It's like kind of like a weird kind of bittering, like a candy like kind of orange bittering, and then kind of a fruit juiciness. This is definitely like a fresh fruit juiciness that you're actually like eating the actual fleshiness, but you left a little bit too much of that pithiness kind of on there, where it brings a little bit of the bittering to the game in a very light and drinkable package. It's got a really nice mouthfeel to it. It's not thick, it's not heavy, but it's got this kind of fullness to it that's really cool and really nice to pull off in such a low ABV beer. I mean, you're talking 5.4%. It's pretty low ABV stuff. So getting down to that low ABV, making this beer as loud as it is at that low ABV, and this is going to sound weird because we're looking at a big, huge, or not big, huge, but little huge. How about that? Hazy beer, very clean and crisp drinking. There's no flaws in it. There's nothing negative in it. It's presenting itself beautifully on every end of the spectrum. One of the better pales that I've had in quite some time, especially of the hazy variety. Absolutely delicious stuff. People told me I was going to like it, so I kind of went the opposite. I kind of went in this a little trepidation, maybe going, okay, maybe it's going to be okay. No, this is the real deal. Absolutely fantastic stuff. So, yeah, let's talk about it. Is this one of the better lowerish ABV hazy pales that I've had as of late? Yeah, up there. Mount Rushmore status. Considering that's a shelfie, too. I mean, 12% Beer Project, that's how they roll. They do releases. They do releases out of their place, but a lot of their stuff does hit the market. So the fact that you can pick this up off the shelf is pretty freaking fantastic. Value and availability, I actually have no idea. Their pricing tends to be kind of like market central. Like, it's not ever too high, but it's not ever too low. So it's kind of what you would pay if you went to an actual release at a brewery. So it is what it is. And leave you with, if you like what we like this beer. If you like hazies, you like drinkable chuggers, you like well-made beer, and you like well-made, drinkable, chuggable hazies, all in one package. It's tasty. It's delicious. Like I said, one of the better ones I've had of quite some time. And that's a beautiful thing. So there we go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers. If you want to check me out doing the social media stuff, Beer Massive. Want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a chuggable hazy right now. Hope to see you next time. Cheers.